Have you ever sat at your kitchen table, bills in front of you, and felt this tight knot in your chest because no matter how hard you work, you just can't seem to get ahead? I'm 58 years old, and my husband and I have always done our best. Worked hard, saved, and lived within our means. But these last few years, everything has changed. Gas prices, groceries, utilities. Seems like the cost of just simply existing has gone into the stratosphere. And our savings account slowly but surely started to vanish. If you're feeling the same pressure, like you're treading water and the tide keeps rising, I see you. And I want to share some things that we have learned. Not just what we did, but what we discovered along the way that might help you too. You know, we kept saying, we're getting by, we're okay, but what we really meant, we were sinking. There was no margin, no cushion. One unexpected expense, a car repair, a medical bill, and suddenly we were juggling. And the scariest part was that it felt like our time to catch up was running out. In your 30s and 40s, you still think you have time, but in your late 50s, it's quite different. And the margin for error gets smaller. That voice in the back of your head starts to get louder. What if we are never able to retire? What if this is as good as it gets? What happens if one of us can't work anymore? That's not just financial pressure. That's emotional pressure. And quite frankly, it's exhausting. This is the part people don't talk about. The stress of not knowing what your future looks like. It's a quiet, kind of heavy. It's not dramatic, it's not obvious, but it's there. You carry it throughout your day. When you hesitate before grabbing that extra item at the grocery store, when you think twice before filling your gas tank, when you realize you've put off every trip, oh, this would be nice to have, because everything feels too expensive, everything feels like it would be a luxury. We weren't looking to be rich. We were just looking to feel secure, to feel like we had some control. That's it. So we started looking for answers. Surely we weren't the only ones in this boat. We watched videos, looked at side hustles, read articles, looked at online business ideas, looked at budgeting techniques, downsizing, investing. We looked at everything. And honestly, most of it was overwhelming. One person says do this, the other person says it's a scam. And it's really hard to know what's real. Some ideas require a ton of money. Some require a huge upfront investment. We didn't have time or money to waste. We had to find something quickly. But here's what we figured out. Most people who are struggling, it's not that they're lazy or uninformed. It's just that they're living in survival mode. And when you're in survival mode, thinking clearly is very difficult, let alone trying something new, building something new. Once we cleared the noise and took a step back, there were 3 mind shifts that really changed everything for us. And I want to share them with you, not because I have all the answers, but because these helped us break out of those stuck feelings. We were blaming ourselves for not getting ahead. The cost of living has outpaced income for years. We're not failing, we're adapting to reality that keeps changing right beneath our feet. Just realizing that helped us. It helped us let go of our guilt and to start looking forward. Mind shift number 2. Security doesn't always come from saving. Sometimes it comes from creating. This one was really big for us. We thought our savings was our safety net, but when you're constantly dipping into it, obviously it starts to disappear. What we really needed was a way to create income, bring in more income streams, not just save it. Something sustainable, something that we could build step by step, even if we only did it part-time. And shift number 3, it's okay to start small. This one was about giving ourselves permission. Originally, we thought, what's the point of earning an extra $200 a month? That's nothing. But you know what? That $200 was just the beginning of a shift. It was breathing room. It was a small step. And once you take that step, you take another and another. So here's the part I wish someone had told us earlier. If you're in your 50s or 60s, You're not too late. You don't need to chase trends, become a YouTuber, or learn coding. Here are a few practical things that actually make sense at our stage of life. Digital income streams. Digital marketing is a $1.2 billion a day industry, projected to be a $3 billion a day industry by 2027. These things include digital products, affiliate programs, and systems that run online. They don't require any physical labor, and once they're set up, they can run with very little maintenance. Also, look at skills you already have. Maybe you're great at organizing, writing, listening, teaching. There are people who will pay for those skills online. Don't underestimate what you've learned from your life. And then there's low-risk side gigs, not Uber driving or delivering groceries. Things like remote customer service, product testing, flexible, part-time things that are doable from the comfort of your home. What matters most is that whatever you do is sustainable, physically, emotionally, and financially. You don't need to be doing something for 12 hours a day. You just need a path that fits where you are right now. I'm not here to tell you there's a magic fix, but I am here to tell you you are not stuck. You can make a change. It's okay to feel afraid. It's even okay to feel a little bit behind. It's okay to be tired, but it's not too late to make a shift. For us, the biggest change didn't happen overnight, but once we found something that just gave us even a little bit of progress, a little more peace of mind, that's when everything started to shift. You deserve to have hope again. You deserve to feel secure again. Not someday, but really soon. So wherever you are in your journey, know this: you aren't alone, and there are real, honest, doable paths forward. Keep exploring, keep asking questions, keep moving, even if it's just a little bit at a time. You're not behind, you're just getting started. And if you'd like to learn more information about what my husband and I found, please put me in the comments below. Also, grab our free information. It's not going to cost you a dime, it's no obligation, it's education. You can grab that link in the comments below. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.